Fact and Opinion. At GrammarSongs by Melissa. What is the difference between a fact and an opinion? More importantly, how can understanding fact and opinion help me when I listen and when I read? Let's get started. A fact is a statement that is known or proven to be true. An opinion is a statement of belief or judgment about something. Statement! Judgment. That may sound confusing, so let me explain. A fact is a statement that is known or proven to be true. For example, Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States of America would be considered a fact. You could look up the information in a book or encyclopedia in your local library, or use online resources to prove the statement to be true. An opinion is a statement of belief or judgment about something. Little Foo-Foo is the cutest dog in the whole world is an example of an opinion. Little Foo-Foo's owner might think so, but other people would have different opinions. I think Patch is cuter. There is no amount of research that can be done to prove a particular dog is the cutest in the whole world. Since it can't be proven, it is an opinion. So an opinion expresses what you think, feel, or believe. Yes. And a fact can be proven with research. A fact can be proven to be true. Sometimes it takes research, but often the proof is quite simple. For example, if I say pizza is the most delicious food, it would be an opinion. Many people would disagree and have their own opinions. There is no way to prove pizza is the most delicious food to be true. But if I say Pedro's favorite food is pizza, I would be stating a fact. I wouldn't need to go to the library or use online sources. I could just ask Pedro, and I could prove this statement to be true. What is your favorite food, Pedro? Pizza. When you're listening or reading, there are a number of signal words that can help you recognize a statement that might be an opinion. Oh no! How will we ever learn them all? Don't worry, I don't think any one person knows every signal word. Becoming familiar with signal words is simply another tool you can use to help you identify when a statement is an opinion. For example, our earlier sentence, pizza is the most delicious food, contains the signal word most. The important thing is to remember that a fact is a statement proven to be true, and an opinion is a statement of belief or judgment about something. We use facts and opinions every day in real life without ever thinking about it. Everything in the store is 50% off. This is an amazing bargain. This bathroom smells funny. Someone forgot to flush the toilet. The water is too cold. The water is exactly 64 degrees Fahrenheit. I think he is the best singer. He started singing when he was only 3 years old. Using careful observations or measurements can help identify a fact. For example, percentages and specific measurements like temperatures and ages can be clues that a statement might be a fact. Oh, and don't discount those careful observations where there is undeniable, physical evidence or proof. Opinions often have adjectives, adverbs, and other signal words to help you identify them. And although facts are important, opinions are important too. Without opinions, we would all think, believe, and feel exactly the same way about everything all of the time. So facts are important because they help us communicate information in a way everyone can understand. Very good. And opinions help us express our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Yes. So how does this help me when I read? You are asking an excellent question. Understanding the difference between facts and opinions can help you beyond the literal meaning of statements to think more critically. Let's read a newspaper article written by the famous chef and food critic Olive T. Cook. She ate a meal at Brantley's Bistro. Let's see what she thought. Brantley's Bistro is a restaurant located on Main Street. It is open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. When I arrived, I was greeted promptly by a lovely hostess. I was seated and given a menu. I ordered a sirloin steak with mashed cauliflower and zucchini. I thought everything was absolutely delicious. The next time you go out to eat, you should go to Brantley's. I noticed that Chef Olive T. Cook's review contained both facts and opinions. Let's reread the article and highlight the facts in red and the opinions in yellow. We want to help! Fantastic! We will read each sentence and decide if it is a fact or an opinion. Brantley's Bistro is a restaurant located on Main Street. Would this statement be a fact or an opinion? This is a fact. You could prove Brantley's Bistro is on Main Street by driving there or looking online. Very good. Let's keep reading. It is open from 11 o'clock a.m. until 9 o'clock p.m. every day. Would this statement be a fact or an opinion? This is another fact. You can prove the hours by looking at the sign on the door or by looking at the restaurant's website. You could even call the restaurant and ask. Excellent. Let's look at the next statement. When I arrived, I was greeted promptly by a lovely hostess. Would this statement be a fact or opinion? This must be an opinion. I noticed there is an adverb and an adjective. Although many people might agree with this opinion, not everyone would think the hostess was prompt or lovely. Those kind of words signal an opinion. Wow! Not only are you correct, you did a great job explaining your thinking. Let's keep reading. I was seated and given a menu. So, would this statement be a fact or an opinion? This sentence has to be a fact. There are no feelings, emotions, or signal words. She is simply stating what happened next. She sat down and looked at the menu. Excellent! This is a fact. Let's keep reading. I ordered a sirloin steak with mashed cauliflower and zucchini. Do you think this statement is a fact or an opinion? This is another fact. We could look at her receipt for proof. This is what she ordered. Nice job! Let's see what the article says next. I thought everything was absolutely delicious. What are your thoughts about this statement? This has to be an opinion. It clearly says this was her thought or feeling. She also uses an adverb and an adjective. Fantastic! You are beginning to sound like experts. One more sentence to go. The next time you go out to eat, you should go to Brantley's. Is this final statement a fact or an opinion? This is definitely an opinion. Chef Olive T. Cook tells you what she believes you should do. Should is a signal word. Wonderful job! Well, hopefully this review will be helpful for Brantley's Bistro. So remember, a fact is a statement that is known or proven to be true. And an opinion is a statement of belief or judgment about something. Congratulations! You did a great job learning about fact and opinion. Thank you for joining me at GrammarSongs by Melissa. Enjoy other related videos at GrammarSongs.com.